Ah, you Callum Sherwood. We're at Radical Bikes, something a bit different today with Mr. Sherwood and my other most recent co-host and companion, Mr. Chris Jackson.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. We're in the back of Andre's van. We're in the back of a van.
That doesn't sound sketchy at all. Yeah, we've kind of overtaken it, luckily. I think he's a bit annoyed because he's like, oh, I can't even go in my van now, is he? But as long as he doesn't,
he'll be all right.
As long as he doesn't bother us. Just have to look over to make sure everything's working. So this is the first time we're doing one like this, off-site.
Live and direct.
Live, well, it's not live.
Well, not live,
yeah,
but
you know what I mean. Yeah, something along those lines. Today we're going to dig in with Mr. Callum Sherwood, one of the ambassadors from the Shin Dig.
Also known as chicken legs.
Chicken legs.
Yeah, chicken legs.
And those who didn't know, this guy put together the fantastic Trolls Park that hopefully that video works and it will be in
shot.
Yeah, that
would be nice.
Yeah.
Behind us is Trolls
Heaven.
Park Central.
Heaven.
The best.
Yeah. And Molly just walked past smiling at us. This could be a bad distraction being with the van door open, but it's kind of got that kind of feel and that's right. You know, banjo and combo need their walks. Anyway, so
Right. Callum.
we talk about trials. Mr. Callum Sherwood. We always go to the start because people probably haven't got a fucking clue what you are. I mean, most people won't, I'm sure.
Some weirdo.
But mate, how long have you been riding trials? Not long.
I think this is my third year. I think it's 3 years or just over. But yeah, it's good.
And you're keeping up with most of us, to be honest.
Trying.
What did you ask Callum earlier, Chris? What's his obsession?
Oh yeah, his obsession with up to front on everything.
Nah. Rear wheel is my favourite
thing. No. But no, what I mean by that, so you've been riding for like 3 years and pretty much everything that I or you do, Chris, to front, you can outdo me, and I've been riding for 15 years. I mean, it's probably not that hard. But start from the beginning. How did you even get into trials? You've like 3-4 years of riding and you're riding with all of us, but you must have a backstory.
Yeah, I started riding. Well, I started BMX racing a little bit when I was younger.
Had a seat.
Had one brake. Had very hard gearing. Done that for a few years, and then moved to BMX, like park. And then done that for a bit. Got bored. Rode dirt jumps. Got scared. So I stopped riding. Then went to trials.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's how you got a lot of your control and stuff. Is from all of that. But what made you move from a jump bike onto a trials bike?
I honestly don't know. I think it was like, I think it might have been Dan Wheeler. I think I had a go on his.
Wheeler inspiring people.
I actually think
the wrong kind of Wheeler.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Tom went from riding BMX and then went to riding his trials bike.
Yeah.
And then I think Wheeler let me have a go on his bike at Radfest. And I was just like, I'll give it a go.
Well, it was different, I suppose.
Could do it. So I bought my first bike off of Ross Clayton. And then...
Shout out to Ross Clayton. Is that the first time his name?
And then, it's just gone from there.
Yeah, somehow... I mean, if anyone hasn't seen already, go and find Callum_Sherwood1 and go and look on his Instagram. Yeah, I was 3 years of trials. I was just back hopping.
Yeah, it's quite mad.
So I'm only, lining my respect for you because that's quite a lot to learn in 3 or 4 years of riding up with all of us boys.
Yeah, it's definitely the people you ride with as well. Like, if you're riding on your own, then it's going to take you longer. But obviously, I've been riding with people that have been riding for years. So yeah, that's helped massively.
And being surrounded by other trials riders.
And of course, having as your back garden basically rad is like the best thing.
Well, that's how most people would probably know you. If you've seen, I recognise that guy before, then it's building the parks here at Rad. Now, most recently, you actually were the official or unofficial project manager. Can we say that?
Project manager.
I don't know anyone else who was taking the reins.
Well, Tom was doing the dirt jumps. Tom was doing the dirt jumps. I used to do the dirt jumps with him and help him with the trials. And then he not took a step back, but moved to the dirt jumps more, and then sort of just give me free
it's a
will
lot to
of
do,
the
isn't
whole
it?
trials section.
Yeah.
And
It's a lot to do, and it's been like one of the best parks in our country, and it's built by a
sure.
trials rider who's
Yeah.
only ridden trials for 3 or 4 years.
no,
But-
it's
Yeah,
sick.
I know it wasn't your intention, but you kind of took it upon yourself because there was no one else here really to do that.
Well,
Hi, Tom. Tom Mitchell in the background.
I turned up from work one day. I knew I was going to have some doing, obviously, to the trial section. But I turned up one day and Mick was in the forklift and he just got out and was like, there's the forklift.
Crack
Where
on.
should I put
And I was
stuff?
literally like, sweet. And just cracked on.
It's like
I didn't want to stop. I just kept going.
I don't think people realise how much of a dream that is. You basically built the park as you sort of wanted it, right?
Yeah, which is, and
Well, I know.
I did, obviously I wanted to build it as I'd ride it, but like, more to the point, I wanted to build it so that stop segregating riders from each other, like making, you're an elite rider, you should be over there in the field, you're a beginner, you should be over there. So I wanted to make elite stuff in the smaller sections so that kids could ride it as well and be around all these bigger riders so that they can get a vibe off of them. And then
But you're doing a move on these pillars right next to a world class.
Inspiring the younger generation.
trying.
Inspiring. I mean, that's what we are trying to do.
Yeah.
Make trials bigger and that kind of thing. But what I mean, I think you've done that.
Yeah.
If anyone who hasn't ridden Radical yet, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Obviously, they've got a probably good excuse if they live far away.
Yeah, like in Spain.
But how are you comparing the old setup to the new one now?
Obviously, I love it. Because
Well, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, what are the differences? Yeah, you love it, but we're trying to sort of like so people get that understand if they haven't even seen it.
It used to be like very. Me personally, I'd say it used to be more flat. Like everything was quite low, whereas now it's like things are a bit higher, maybe with the same distance gaps, but it gets people over that fear of like being up high, I think.
And you've definitely connected things more this time.
Yeah, so you can ride the whole park from one end to the other end, definitely a lot easier than what you used to be able to.
Like proper floor is lava style.
Yeah, that's the thing, and you can play floor is lava. Like you don't have to come off an obstacle. You can go anywhere and end up at the other end without touching the floor, which I think's sick. I love that.
No, it is one of the better parts, although you need to be reasonably fit to do that.
I've got no chance.
Like what? It's TGS, like one gap. Hey, we'll stop on this platform.
Yeah,
Where's the
that's
next
it,
one?
yeah. Next
gap
gap.
again. Stop on this platform.
But like, I didn't do it on my own.
No,
I did it
no.
with every.
I
Like,
know
there's so
everyone
many
helped.
people that I can. Everyone that
There's
was
loads
involved
of
knows who they are. Like,
Absolutely. I was just. You were that one person with Tom Mitchell, we can't
Yeah,
leave him in out,
yeah.
who was here every single
Who-
weekend, and
who?
I just had
Who's
to.
Tom Mitchell?
Who's Tom Mitchell?
Yeah.
Some guy from
Who's that?
I thought you were Radical Bikes.
Yeah.
You're not Radical Bikes. Just to put into light that there was. I mean, it was you that were here in terms of the trials build. You were here every single weekend, most weekdays.
I was gonna say I tried being here every day after work if I could. Like, I actually booked a week. I had a week off of work
and
to do the main thing.
we know. I think just from myself and the whole of the trials community, I'm saying thank you for doing it because
sick.
no one I think really realised that recognition that what you were doing. It was all in the background.
Yeah.
You're quite quiet about it.
Yeah, we kept it quite quiet.
So it wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't think it sort of would have happened. And this is another reason why we wanted to tell everyone else, being like, this is Callum Sherwood who put most of the trials part together.
We tried to turn up and help, but it's like, nah, just
I
leave me
was-
alone.
I was useless.
Leave me alone. I don't want you here.
Yeah.
Be like, oh yeah, actually, just move them pallets.
Yeah.
or just move
Yeah.
that. Or
But it's. And like, I don't think anyone realises how hard it actually is to build stuff. Like, obviously, Tom's done this for
some
since the
people will
beginning.
that listen. They may
Yeah.
have experience
Yeah.
building a trials
of
park.
course. But
I mean,
like, some people don't realise how much work actually has to go into building something for everyone else. Like,
Yeah.
not just you, building
Yeah.
it for what's this person going to like? Is this person going to like this?
did
And
you
stuff
feel like the
that.
pressure from that? Because obviously, there's no wrong or right way with
No.
this.
No.
Well, me and Tom always said, whatever we build, whatever we build, everyone will like, no matter what. And I feel like everyone. Well, I've not heard a bad comment
Or
yet.
no,
so-
of course. Or it's one of them things where it's like you won't please everybody.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
yeah,
But-
exactly, yeah.
but it's as long as you keep it at this mutual kind of level. I suppose it's harder. What would you rather do? Please the lower level of riders for them to train, or be like, no, everything's for elite.
Yeah.
It's just not going to go.
It was hard. I remember being here one of the first days we started putting stuff back, and we was like, where do we start?
Yeah.
Like literally, what do we put
So
where?
overwhelming.
And it's literally like,
well, me and Tom sat down at his, and we had like this plan of what we was doing. Like we cut the field into 4 sections, and we was like, right, we're gonna have the same amount of objects in this one. 2 people are gonna do that. 2 people are gonna do that. 2 people are gonna do that. And then when the forklift turned up, it was like, throw that away. Get a forklift and just put stuff.
Fully winged it, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if you once you put that first obstacle in place, the big obstacle, then it's a lot easier because you can like sort of work off of that. And just
because it's trial and error. I know trial and error.
Yeah.
I mean, what an awful pun. I mean, in a sense, it's all good. You designing stuff. I know that some people sent in some fantastic designs.
Oh,
Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers.
He's got to make it into the podcast.
yeah.
If anyone wants to see those brilliantly, artistically drawn.
It was
They
like
look like that was off
spiders.
CBeebies.
You'd be like, did your son draw that?
Little Steve sent this in for us.
But so it was. What I mean by that is obviously I found it hard to design and then put to building. Right?
Yeah,
You just kind of
I've got so many drawings, and I'm pretty sure there's nothing in the field that's
been drawn.
no. Like it's hard to do. You just
about getting and doing it.
You literally have a massive pile of stuff, and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Or
it was mad.
it's not like it's not as simple as putting everything in the sky and dropping it, is it?
Nah.
No, it would be nice. Yeah, it would be nice.
But
I can't remember who said that. It was a funny. Who said
I
that?
have no idea. Yeah.
I got a clue.
All right. Well, there was someone who said, "Why don't we just put it on a crane, just drop things from the air, and it'll just leave it
Oh,
there."
I think it was actually like Dan Wheeler.
I
I actually think it might have been Wheeler.
Nah, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Yeah.
But,
No, I wouldn't. I liked it.
Oh, it was good. But no, I think we've done a sick job. I love it. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, and I'll keep saying anyone who hasn't been, like, please
Yeah,
come.
needs to come.
Get here now.
Perfect time to mention that. I mean,
Reloaded.
is on the dates. I can't say how many weeks because I don't know
2
when
weeks?
this is
It's
released.
2. I think it's 2
No,
weeks
just say
from
the
today.
date. What's the dates?
It's the 24th, 25th, and
24th and
25th
and 6th.
September.
There's a little thing gonna happen on Sunday. Not a competition, just fun, but a competition. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. I'm like, is this podcast coming out before it or just after? I'm trying.
We're gonna have to make sure it is now.
I'll just have to make sure it comes out on the Friday. Yeah. I'll just no, I'll bang it out, mate. But
And another thing is building stuff for unicycles as well. Like, because we have 2 riders that ride for Rad, and then we hold the unicycle event as well. So it's building stuff for them as well, which is actually quite hard. Like,
I think this is the first time we're really like doing a crossover, like trials and uni boys now.
Yeah.
We're really riding
Yeah.
together.
which is good. I love that. Like, I want to ride with everyone. I just want everyone to just
Yeah, of course.
mingle.
But I think that's why this is the place to be.
Yeah.
You know? Obviously, this is a trials podcast, but eventually we're going to be interviewing like dirt jumpers and stuff. And there's freaking massive dirt jumps here.
Yeah.
Dirt jumpers would be good.
Huge. Yeah, exactly. Like, this huge potential just in this spot itself. You actually rode the big line the other day, didn't you, Cal?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah.
There you go.
I just can't
the
keep
first
off of a
Shin Dig
bike,
rider
yeah.
to go on the big line,
Yeah.
I think.
I just can't keep off of a bike. If it's got wheels, I'll ride it.
On it.
Unless it's
Yeah.
got one wheel, then I really
Have you
struggle.
still got your jump bike?
No, I haven't got a jump bike. Trials
literally-
is my sport.
Trials all in all.
That's it.
Like,
He's fully
yeah.
committed.
Yeah, but what about a year ago?
I did stop.
You did stop riding,
Yeah.
mate. What happened
But,
there?
Well, for like,
The
I feel like for
panini?
2 years or 2.5 years, I put in as much effort into trials as I could, like riding every single day.
Yeah.
Made myself ill from it, where I just weren't resting. And then I was just like, I need a break. I'm over it. Was going to sell my bike, bought another jump bike, started riding jump bike, and then I was like, I actually miss trials.
There was a definitive point. If you go and
Yeah.
check on one of our vlogs, you
Yes,
come and join
yes,
us. Go
yes.
back now.
Yeah.
This is a shameless
Well,
plug.
you actually put out the Radfest video. Was it the Radfest video or was it the... No, it's Radfest 2.0. you put out that video when I weren't riding trials, and you put me in it. And you was
Yes.
like, that's going to get Callum to ride trials again. And I was like,
I remember doing
I
that.
want to ride trials.
That,
Yeah, I was like, I want to ride trials again.
Exactly. I'll have to plug the video that's underneath it. Yeah, because you like going to front and everything. Because, I mean, I say it all the time. Like, okay, 3 or 4 years of riding trials when I'm going, Callum, can you do this to front, mate? Yeah, right, okay, I can do it. It's like that gauge, been like,
but I love that.
Has Callum done it? Yeah.
Oh, I should be able to do it.
I've got to do it.
Like, I feel like in trials, there's not, well, there may be, but like between you and your friends, there's no competition. It's like, oh, if you do that, I'll do it with you. Whereas like jump bike or BMX, it's like, it's a comp every single time you ride.
Literally,
Like,
you'll be one-upping everyone after each trick.
like,
It's very
just
strange.
have fun, enjoy yourself. Like,
Oh, so you say like BMX is always like one-upping each other, that kind of vibe.
Yeah, there's always got to be one extra
See,
bar
I don't
spin
know.
than the next person. But
That's what I mean, different cultures, because you've both ridden for like, well, all
Too
the
long.
Other, all the other
that's
the
the thing,
other
I've
disciplines.
rode bikes for as long as most people have rode trials, if not longer. But like, yeah, only trials for a little bit.
So, here's another thing then. What made you go to have you ever thought about going on a 26? You've always ridden a jump bike, like Chris.
Yeah.
You've done it all. You like jump bike, BMX.
Yeah.
Then you went 20-inch trials.
Yeah.
But now you're on a 26 trial. So what was like thinking like, oh, you got on with it the most, or?
I bought a 20-inch for start with dual Maggie. Me on dual Maggie, dangerous. Dangerous. All I do is make, all you'll know if I'm about. Like,
Yeah.
And 26, I thought they're just too big for me. I'm just too small. My little legs just can't hack it.
It is a lot of bike beneath you,
Yeah.
So in simple
it's
terms,
too
it's just
small,
less
but I
bike.
managed to do it.
Yeah, but you're like more like
You've got more to you.
Fat.
yeah,
Yeah, but how does that even make any sense?
more
Like,
like
I
beefed
have
out.
no
you've got to
idea,
move more of your body
Yeah.
and like.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll buy a 26 at some point. I'd love a 24, but built as like the new geometry, like more flatter handlebars, which I like.
I mean, you came into trials sort of when that was the
It was
not
literally
the reg,
just
but
coming
it was,
in.
It was just coming in.
Yeah.
With
Coming
its
in,
like low bar and angle sort of set up.
Yeah.
Upside down.
Like everyone
Bar
says about
system.
the low bar thing, but obviously, yeah, when I bought the trials bike, because that was the in thing, I then rolled my handlebars forward, so that's all I really know now. But I have rolled them back slightly, and I can.
Yeah,
do,
like 2
and I
weeks
can
ago.
do gaps to rear now.
Callum did a gap to back wheel, everyone. Just so you know, Callum does move.
yeah, I do.
We're taking the mick, but
Nah, I love it.
No, of course.
Yeah.
But I was like, you sort of excelled with your
Yeah.
everything to front was on like another level
Yeah.
compared to your other trials riding.
Oh, definitely, 100%. But like, yeah, now I've rolled them back. I am getting better at gaps to rear.
That's what happens when you start on a cheater bike.
Yeah, that is it.
And what are you riding for the listeners? Let's just like we need to act like no one knows anything of Callum because they probably
This
don't.
is true, yeah.
Nah, no one likes
What are
me.
you actually riding? What are you actually riding now, Cal?
I am on a clean K1.2 carbon.
1.2.
Yeah, which means nothing. It's just a different colour, I think.
Well, it just means the newer one, right? It's like
Just got
No,
version
because
just
two.
got a fancier
Sam
graphic on
Wheeler's
it.
on the clean K1, and that's newer than mine. But then I had a clean K1 before as well. But the clean K.
Oh
it's
wait,
so
you've
random.
just baffled me now.
Yeah,
So,
so-
wait,
so,
you
right,
and
so-
you and Sam Wheeler are on the same clean.
Right, so
bike.
originally, the original clean that I had was the carbon, which was a clean K1. Then
it's the
a
first
clean,
carbon
and then
I saw
a
in the
clean
flesh. Actually.
K1.2 come out, which is the one that I ride now. And then they went back to a clean K1.
And who got you that? Who sorted you out that bike?
Tighty bike.
Tighty bikes, did
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
They themselves been like
Yeah.
full. What happened to your old one? You were like broke a freewheel.
Oh,
What was the story?
Oh, just destroys
this?
freeze wheels.
oh,
Broke
so-
a freewheel.
so-
Was like, right, I'm getting a new bike.
Yeah, yeah. Like if a bell wants to hook me up with some free wheels, please, because I break them all the time. And it's annoying me. But
But I think you're the only one with that bike in this
don't.
country.
me and Sam Wheeler are the
Yeah.
only two.
Well, that's what I thought you
I
had.
was
No,
the only one.
I thought you two had the same bike, and there was a slight
I
difference
think
in
it's
the
Sam's,
decal.
Sam's is the World Cup one, I think. Isn't
Nah,
it?
the World Cup one comes with
it?
them one-piece handlebars things.
It's so funny because
Whoa.
everyone's going to tell us
Crazy.
how this comes through. I haven't got an effing clue.
No.
I'm like, definitely not
Yeah.
qualified for this.
No.
No,
Need to understand. So that's why yours didn't come with the combo.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want the combo anyway. Like, yeah, it's just not me. I don't really like that style.
Mad.
It's
a
crazy.
crazy
Yeah.
bit of kit.
I don't
like.
think we've
That
even
is-
like remotely reviewed it or spoken about it because it's a bit of a grey area. I know some people
Yeah.
that
Just
haven't.
start doing that product reviews.
Oh, it would be terrible, mate. No one would buy anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't review clean free wheels.
Yeah.
This is crap. This is crap. Well, this is good. You know,
Yeah.
with
Mind you,
trials.
well, for our riding styles anyway. Well, I say our riding, my style of riding anyway.
Yeah.
but
yeah,
I mean,
you
as
got
well,
break
first
chains.
car. That's your first carbon bike, isn't it? Too.
Yeah, I've actually. How many? I've only actually had 3 bikes. So I bought my first bike,
What was your first trials bike?
speed race.
Speed race.
Yeah, which I still got it.
Oh, that little
uh,
camo-y
Yeah, I
green one.
sprayed it
Oh,
and
it's
it
mint.
looks disgusting.
That's mint. I like
And
it.
then-
Oh, I like it. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
It's,
And then because I made too much noise when we was on street rides with the Maggie, I bought another speed race, a disc one, and then that's when I moved to disc. And then I think I had that for like a month, and I was like, you know what, I want to buy clean. And Tom got me a good discount from Adam.
you like nice things, Callum. So
I do, yeah.
you are one of
I
those
do,
things.
I
I
do.
like nice
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't expect anything less from you to
Yeah.
have like the most expensive 20-inch you could freaking buy
Yeah.
out of a box.
Yeah.
You know, but
I'm glad I bought it though.
Yeah, I
I
was
just
gonna say-
like having things that not everyone else has got. Like, I'd love to ride a Krugers, but everyone has one.
mate, I completely
Like-
relate. Completely
Yeah.
relate. It's one of the only reasons I don't have
Yeah.
one. 'cause I
Like
thought,
Sam's lucky that he's got clean. Like, I'm gonna steal that and take it off him. So I'm the only person.
oh. You're allowing Sam
Yeah,
Wheeler
I'm
to have a
allowing
clean.
Sam to have it because he's
So,
all right on a bike.
You've heard it here first. If anyone wants a clean in the UK, you've got to go and ask
Got to
Callum.
confirm it with Callum
Yeah.
first. Yeah.
But I am the distributor.
Why do we think it's not as popular here though in the UK?
No.
Is it because I mean, they're not cheap bikes.
They're not. No,
but
they're not.
They,
No.
you know, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like, or do I say? Yeah, it is the nicest 20 carbon. I don't know. I'm not.
I think
not
a lot of
massive
people are
fan of the
actually-
Maestros.
I think people are scared to ride carbon as well. Like this, they feel like when they get on a carbon bike, they won't be able to do their normal stuff because they're scared of breaking it.
Me and you.
Which
Chris.
is true.
That's me. Yeah.
Because-
I wouldn't get one because I just fear I'd destroy chainstays.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, put holes in it.
Well,
Yeah.
my first one I broke in like 4 days.
Yes.
Which was my
Oh,
fault.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did nothing to do with the
Yeah,
bike
just
build.
to be clear, to clean. Yeah,
it was
perfectly
100% my fault. I smashed it so hard off of a cotton reel, and it made the biggest explosion noise. And I knew that I'd done it. And then when I looked at it, I did want to
Cried
cry.
a little bit.
Like,
But you actually got it fixed.
I
Because
did.
carbon's repairable.
yep,
Yeah.
I got it fixed,
Still going strong.
and it's still going strong now.
Yeah, actually,
Nothing
Aaron,
else.
you've probably seen
Yeah.
on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Aaron Goody's riding.
I'm actually quite
Absolutely
depressed that I
smashed
give
it.
it to him because he's shredding that bike. Like,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
killing it on
He's
that
giving
bike.
him a bike, and he's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
just got that
Yeah.
much better."
Yeah.
God
Do you
damn
want to know
it.
something
like-
mad? The first day Callum got his bike, I went on it and side up straight to the disc.
Oh my god! Yes.
Did you have
I
a
actually forgot about that.
No, just I was like,
I'm pretty
let's have a go on this then.
Yeah.
And then it was like,
Because you're a lefty, right?
Yeah, I'm
Again,
lefty.
this
Yeah.
ridiculous. I just had a mosquito on my arm. I
Yeah.
swear it just bit me. Just that threw me off guard then.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Anyway, you're right. You're a lefty. That kind of instantly puts you out of it. Like that's another
Yeah.
reason I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I am going
Yeah,
to
if
get a
you're
disc
right foot
bike,
forward, then obviously.
but you can't. And you're a
it's-
lefty, right?
Yeah, I'm a
That's
lefty.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just
Lefty's
avoid
the way
that straight
forward.
up, or just be James Davies and put a wooden block.
Oh,
I'll tell you
yeah.
what, that is some
Yeah,
good
he's
carbon.
wouldn't
shit.
go. No, it's broke now.
broke now.
He
No.
broke it
You'll
now.
see it in the
Yeah.
the vlog will be out when this is out. There's
Yeah.
a Pastyland video.
Yeah.
And you'll see him sadly say
Oh,
goodbye.
but nah,
What a
trials
legend.
is just sick. Like
Mate,
such a small sport, but like I love it. Like I actually love
Literally,
everything about
it's
it.
the only like going back to like me riding BMX as well. Like, but everyone in trials knows everyone.
Yeah.
yeah,
And like you're
we
not
did
a-
a good job of that.
It doesn't matter whether you're good on a bike or not so good on a bike. Everyone talks to each other, and it's not like the biggest rider in the world.
Yeah.
Well,
will
we ride with
come
world
up, will
champions.
happily come up to you and talk to you as a normal person. Whereas like BMX,
Beef.
let's
Everywhere,
let's
like,
obviously
it's-
we're not going to say names, but like if you meet people, they just
Again, it's more of a case
No.
study. This is why I want
Yeah.
less, even hopefully less trials riders who listen to this to understand. Look where Callum got in 3 years on a trials bike.
Yeah.
So it's not impossible. You're a case study for that. You can show that. And then again, like these community discussions when we're talking about, get anyone talk. You've met some
Yeah.
of the biggest riders in trials now, right?
yeah.
How long were you doing dirt jump for? But you met no one.
Well, yeah,
maybe Sam
exactly.
Pilgrim.
Yeah.
But you know him
that was
personally.
quite lucky to ride with him. But like, I don't know, like I don't really like meeting new people. Not in a bad way, but like.
I understand.
I struggle.
No, yeah, you can,
meeting new
fine.
people and
Yeah,
talking to new people.
Yeah.
Just anxiety. Just
it's normal.
everyone has that.
Yeah.
But like we're in trials, I feel like it don't matter.
You feel
it
it's
just blocks, like everything just disappears when I'm riding.
It's your
a trials
vibe as
bike.
well,
yeah,
isn't it?
It's like I love it, and I'm quite loud. I'm quite leery.
Yeah, and
like,
this is the place to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is the way I am. But yeah, I love it. I literally love trials. It's sick.
Yeah, this is why we kind of took people been like, oh, people have seen you in the videos, gone, oh, who's that CALLUM guy? He's sponsored by, Shin Dig. Been like, oh, he's not doing necessarily massive moves. Like, look at Steve Rogers, who's a rider, and he's going in the worlds. And people, but that is exactly why we considered you an actual rider, because we're like, we want new riders, but I can't get into that. Can't do that. You've been doing it for 15 years. No wonder you're good. And people just instantly think that's out of reach, which is why I think only recently, when we created our sort of a closer friendship, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
You don't need to be riding for 10 years to be doing that. I think you've made it clear you should maybe have some bike experience.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the whole thing where you like feeling whether you can do stuff, mountain bike definitely helps with that. Just because I haven't got a lot of fear. So trying stuff,
Confidence.
I don't get as scared. Yeah, I don't get scared trying stuff. Unless it's a gap to rear, then I crap myself. But if it's gap to front,
because I'm interested to see then, like, obviously we ride for a reward, right? We get that satisfaction, like, landed a side on. How is that different between like actually landing a massive jump, obviously, to landing a side up? Is it the speed that's kind of adding that element of buzz? Is it the landing? Like, now I'm digging deep.
I have no idea.
It's a different fit. Oh,
That's so weird.
That's what I mean. What is the feeling? Obviously, it's a reward. But I don't know. It's not that you land over a jump and go,
say that,
I made it. Relief or...
BMX or like dirt jump tricks are like hard, but it's like you put so much energy and like effort into doing a trials move, like a gap or something.
Yeah.
And you land and you're doing that, and you're like, yes.
Yeah.
Because it's explosive.
Yeah. Well, as I always say, Serena, Serena Williams. When you
Andrew Chai, what?
Yeah, you'll know when I try something because I definitely make some grunt noises. But
well, that's why we've got the term going. Did you pull a Serena?
Yeah.
And you're like, I've got a Serena it, mate. Serena it.
But it works. If you grunt at something, it works because it takes your mind off of what you're actually doing as well. I think anyway. Probably doesn't actually do that, but
no, I agree.
But the thrill factor of like a jump. So if you was on a jump bike, for me, it's like if you was in a competition and you landed your run, that's a big feeling. Like that's mad. But then a trials bike, it's like you don't realise like you're actually gapping across things. Like with a jump bike. It's very much like the ramps. The ramps are specifically built to send you up in the air and put you into that landing.
Yeah,
they're built for that. Whereas a trials bike, that edge isn't built for you to take off of. So if you actually do it, it's like, I've done that.
Yeah, you're
like,
doing
you're
something.
actually doing it, not the ramp and
it's
the bike.
Like you're getting creative with the environment rather than hitting it. Because I found it strange, how we'd line up for a side up and you'd go up and maybe we'll put our foot down and do that. With a dirt jump, if you're going, you can't. Do you know what I mean?
No, you're strapped in. Like
you
are.
People riding dirt jumps, like all my old friends, they are going to hate me for saying that. But the ramp does. If you're just jumping it straight, the ramp basically does everything for you. Like.
Well, you have to get creative in the air.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
This is what I know.
So tricks is obviously a different level.
Yeah. With trials, like your trick is sort of where you're landing, where you're going to. In midair, nothing changes.
No.
If you're in midair, it's because you're going to another.
Yeah.
Point.
Obviously, you can do some dirty dead sailors on a dirt jump, which is mad. But but trials.
That's what I've always found. Like, do you think that it's more satisfying then?
Trials or
trials? Yeah. What do you? Obviously, there's no wrong or right answer. I'm like...
Right, for me, trials is just what I want to do. all the time, every day. Jumps, it's fun for me. It's fun to just go and say to one of my friends, "Oh, can I just quickly have a go on your jump bike and just
if you can actually ride the big line.
of course, if you can actually ride. But like, it's for me, it's fun to just pick up my friend's bike, go and drop in, do one run, and be like, right, I can still do that, but I'm done now. I'm going to pick up my trials bike and carry on. Like, that's what I like. Like,
and then it basically makes your trials bike be like, oh my god, this is so light.
Yeah, and for some reason, for me, if I go and ride a jump bike or an enduro bike or something for just like an hour, it makes me feel stronger on a trials bike, because for me, I like boosting stuff. I like going high, so I have to use all that energy. And then when you get on a trials bike again, it just feels light. And it feels like you can actually go further.
Like bouncing and flinging. Oh, it's just because lifting that bike up is that much more heavier. Yeah. That's why you lift, and him lifting like what's basically a steel TGS bike. You put him on a carbon, you're probably like, whee!
To be fair, I did try Andre's bike earlier, and it just fell up everything. And I'm just like, oh,
it's
God.
all in the bike.
No
it's
cheating.
Power.
God damn it.
But,
I know.
But
what would you say? What would you say would be your next? If you had to pick a next bike that couldn't be a clean, right?
Yeah.
What do you think is out there that's as? Because obviously that's what you're saying. You're saying clean is the best carbon on the bike.
Yeah.
Would you have a Krukers then? They don't do carbon.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
He would.
I would, right? So, I'm changing my rear hub to Hope Pro 4.
Oh yeah.
Which has been like custom. But I'd buy a Krukers just because you can put a 135 Hope in it and straight away.
But everyone else has to sell their Krukers.
But everyone else then has
That's
to
what
sell
I was thinking. Like, you sure?
So basically, Jack Carthy, Charlie Rolls, they're not allowed to ride one anymore.
Yeah.
That's it. It's done. Yeah. If I got a Krukers, I'd probably buy it. I wouldn't even build it. I'd send it to a paint shop and get it painted so it didn't look like everyone else.
Yeah, I see. That's
and then
true.
that'd be it.
Yeah.
I'd probably paint it black though.
That is the thing.
Because I just like black. I like black
Stealth.
bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Next.
But yeah.
Yeah, just thinking. Tell you what, I need a beer.
Matt's had a couple beers, so he's.
I've only had
I don't know if
two.
you're on the ball
tipsy.
or off the ball. Like,
Off the ball.
you're doing well.
Oh, I need to
You're doing well.
I might have to shout over to someone and tell them to get me a drink.
Sort Callum out.
Where's our list gone of stuff?
Molly Mitchell, if you're
Yeah.
watching this, please make me a tea.
Yeah. Bring us all a tea. Yeah.
No, it's all
Can
right.
we put this
I'll
live?
be able to cut it from there because anyway, I'll go. Oh,
That's all right.
here's a question I forgot to ask. Like, Callum, do you? I'll start again. Oh, it's going to be loads of editing.
Nah, it'll be all right.
Oh, and here's a question I think everyone's asking. Do you live at Rad?
Yeah.
Is it? Do you have like a
Yeah.
a tree house in a tree somewhere?
No, if anyone's been rad, you've probably seen the big white pipe. I actually live in there.
Yeah.
No, I'm obviously lucky enough to live like 20 minutes away.
And that's you actually, just for
That's
the listeners,
actually my house.
That's him
Yeah,
moving
that's-
further away.
Yes,
So
I used to
a
live
year
closer.
ago, you actually lived.
Yeah, so I used to live like 12 minutes away, something like that. Like,
Yeah,
But
so
yeah.
actually,
I live way too far away now.
we'd be taking the piss out of him if he wasn't this good after 3 years.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously I'm
yeah.
very, very lucky that I get to ride here whenever I want. Like, there's not many people who can do that.
And do you think that's played a massive part in your
Huge.
progression? Yeah.
Massively, and definitely the people that I ride with. Like everyone that, well, obviously you two, and everyone else that I ride with, we all have different.
And we don't
Like
ride the
you're-
same stuff.
Nah,
No,
like I'm
we're-
very.
Tom
I would
Mitchell's
say-
brakeless
Yeah.
and a
Yeah.
uni boy, and you boys ride together
Exactly.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like me and Tom are very different, but very alike as well. Like, I love the whole flowy quickness of riding, and not the. I don't. Alright, I'll probably do it as well, but like where you go on your back wheel and stay on your back wheel for too long in the same place. I don't really like that, but like, I like trying to move around quickly. Obviously, that's what Tom does as well.
Yeah.
But then, like, I prefer the compy style of riding as well. But
Well, you're obviously limited to like what your bikes will physically let you do.
Yeah,
too.
of
Do you know
course,
what I
yeah.
mean? It's like I feel
Yeah.
I think I have the compiest bike.
you
out of
out.
everyone.
Not that it's important, but you out-hook me. Out-hook me and Chris any
Yeah,
day
hooks
on
are
that,
fun,
and
hooks
it's
are
like
fun.
you can do.
I would
them
definitely say
really well.
hooks are to do with your bike. about 10%. Like,
I've snapped 2 pairs of forks trying hooks.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm done with hooks.
And obviously if you watch the World Champ, it was just the Hookers Championship.
Oh.
Yeah, I was talking about it. It's like the yearly annual hook-offs.
Yeah. I mean, it is
Yeah.
like the new move to kind of open you up to new and bigger stuff.
That's the thing. You don't have to be the strongest rider. Like, it's the way you do things. Like, you can
technique.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you can change the way you do stuff.
Like,
and
I thought, because you and Wheeler aren't that much into, you're not like you're both muscular males
boys.
or anything.
Like, what are you saying? I'm massive.
But it's that kind of thing where you can get. That's why when you watch Sam Wheeler, you can get that height with technique.
Yeah.
You don't need.
Wheeler's not human. Sam Wheeler.
No.
Sam Wheeler is not human. That guy is a beast.
I'll agree with that for now, because I haven't seen him fall off since his like old Monty.
Yeah.
Old.
His legs,
way back in the day.
His legs are definitely made out of cheese strings and elastic bands. Ding! It's like ping.
Yeah.
He's off. Like,
explosive.
it's absolutely
He's mad,
ridiculous.
he's got a side up, and he's got everything. To be fair, he's good.
Yeah.
He's really good.
All right, well, it's not a podcast about him, thankfully.
Nah, yeah, he's had his time.
Yeah, he's had his time.
Yeah. We'll have to get him back now. He's on his calm bike. Hi, Sam. All right, we'll go into another. We say quick fire, but it's never quick fire.
It's never quick, is
just
it?
a
No,
name.
yeah.
Just a name.
Yeah.
Just a name.
I think the
what were the questions again?
it's I think one's going to be very obvious. Where's your favourite spot
Where's
to
your
ride?
favourite spot to ride, Callum?
Oh, I don't know.
Doesn't he have to say that it's part of his contract?
I don't, yeah, probably.
He probably can't.
Let me just check if Molly's watching.
Yeah.
Bike trial account.
Obviously radical.
Obviously radical bikes.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is. Well, it's actually. Yeah,
Well, I should say-
this is my first home, not
It's
my
your
second
home.
home. I'm here more than my actual house.
that was kind of the point.
Yeah.
Callum doesn't live here, even though people think that you do.
Yeah.
If he's not at home, he is
He's
here.
here.
No,
if he's not at work, he's
yeah,
here.
if I'm not at work, I finish work and I drive straight here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's
but
true.
I could probably spend more of my time here than I actually do at my own home. Like, I get home, and when I get home, I go to sleep. Then I wake up.
Yeah,
and go to work.
I would be doing the same sort of
Yeah.
thing. Like
Yeah.
until you get your own, this is your home.
This is,
you
yeah.
know, like
And I feel-
you built it here.
I feel my most comfortable in myself being here. Like, I can be myself.
Yeah.
Whereas
Even in
other
your own
places-
house, it's like you live there,
but
but obviously you share it with your parents and
Yeah,
like
it's
there's
not
other
the
people.
same.
Yeah,
But-
no, I do understand.
I generally moved onto the Molly and Tom's sofa for a year.
Yeah.
Every weekend I was here, Molly just fully adopted me,
Yeah.
and I had to deal with 2 of us.
Yeah.
So you got here and Chris was already here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was already doing bits, and then Callum's taken over.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
I've spent some time on that sofa as well. I'm not gonna lie. But
Yeah, no. I mean,
but it's good. It's good that they're that welcoming. Like, I love Tom and Molly. Like, they do so much for me. So
yeah, no, they've done well.
They do
They've
so
sorted
much
out-
for everyone.
yeah,
They've
yeah,
sorted
that
out-
is true. Yeah,
I
that
mean,
is true,
again,
yeah.
it hits me personally because most recently Aaron was in trouble and
Yes.
they gave him somewhere to stay, and like Radical Bikes is so
Big up
welcoming in
Aaron,
that. And then now Aaron's come and moved into
Now he
the
lives
Shin
with
Dig
you,
house.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
come and lived in with us, and like had Tom and Molly not done that,
Yeah.
it never would have.
Yeah.
Kind of-
This, was it everyone's first time meeting Aaron this year?
I think
People
so.
met him
Yeah.
before?
I haven't met
he's
him
gonna have to
before.
come on the podcast
I
now,
may,
isn't he?
I may have must have seen him somewhere.
Like,
but yeah.
The newest Shindig rider.
I think I see a video of him and he was riding like a 26 or something.
So there's no
Yeah,
there's no bad air that you're no longer the only clean rider on Shindig.
yeah.
Oh, it's okay because they're both his bikes.
Yeah.
Technically, it's still yours, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know,
We might have to sort something
It's
out
on-
there, Aaron. Sorry, but yeah.
just spray it silver
Yeah,
so it looks
yeah.
like aluminium.
Yeah.
Nah.
Right. Again, this has not been very quick
No, it
fire.
hasn't. No, not at
No,
all.
it never is.
I'm rambling on. I haven't got Tom here to hit me and say, Matt, you're rambling. So
Yeah, shut up, Matt.
It's all right.
pretty much.
So we done spot.
So your favourite spot is Radical Bikes,
Mhm.
of course, right behind us through
Yep,
this
the
beautiful
best place
window
in
right
the
now.
world.
I absolutely love being here, by the way. The vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
feels,
nice. Yeah.
Feels
Nice and chilled,
really
yeah.
nice. I wonder if we can.
Feels chilled.
Yeah, buy more T-shirts and then we'll just get a van made.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wish.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Radical Bikes. Who are you riding with, Cal? What's the crew?
You.
No pressure.
It's the first time someone said us.
This is where I forget someone and they're like, I can't believe you forgot me.
Yeah.
Nah, you, Chris,
Well,
Tom.
so your weekly crew, essentially.
Yeah, weekly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, during the week, me, myself, and I.
Yeah.
But like, until Tom gets home from work, I'm lucky that I finish early. But yeah, then it's basically
So
me on my
it's
own.
the Rad family.
Yeah.
A lot of it here, I can understand that. You can come here on your own.
Yeah.
Very nice shout out to Mr. James Sheridan today. Come alone. There's going to be riders here.
Yeah, no
There'll
matter
be
what.
people here.
Well, no matter what, I'll be here. Like,
That's the thing.
Yeah,
if you come here, you won't be alone because
there will
Callum
be one
will be
rider.
here.
Yeah.
If it's open, Callum's here.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to be here a lot. I do love riding street, but I do like being here as well.
It's obviously, it's a little bit more riskier with the whole street scenario. And we take those risks, but you don't take the risk, there's no reward.
It's more the like when Rad's shut in the winter and not open to the public, I can still come here, but I never actually knew that I'd like riding in the wet until Radfest when it torrential
my
rain.
God.
Wow.
But we had a good ride in the rain. It was fun. And I think I will ride in the
I was
winter
watching
here
from
more.
the gazebo and it was insane
Yeah.
what was going on.
I couldn't have
It was
even
literally
done it.
torrential rain. I was like,
Flip
no
riding
way.
brakeless, Tom riding
Oh,
brakeless.
yeah.
Like,
I think once your
Unicycles
adrenaline's
were
going
there,
as
like-
well,
yeah, unicycles.
you're just pumping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the winter, I'd normally hibernate. I'm not going to lie. I do disappear a little bit. But that is not happening this year.
We are culprit for that too, because
We got lucky
apart
this
from
year.
last year, it's the first time, I reckon, in, like 15 years of riding, that rode in winter.
Yeah.
And I've got a feeling that we're going to try and push it. We're going to try
I'm-
for
I'm-
everyone.
Even
Everyone
if I
who's
have to go and
watching
ride
this,
street on my
listening
own
to
and drive
this.
to Cornwall or something, I will
Yeah,
ride on my
we're
own.
gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Can I say that? I don't know. I'm going to drop Ryan in it right now. I'm going to drop Ryan and Sam Phelps right in it and say they've got a barn in Bristol.
Yeah.
I was speaking to
That is
Ryan.
sort of confirmed. I could get in trouble for saying it now, but yeah, we're working towards. There might be a barn in Bristol. They're going to charge pennies for people to go and ride it as well.
Yeah, that's going to be sick.
And that's what we need.
Yeah. I'll say it, but me and Tom, we're trying. There's somewhere close to Rad that we're going to speak to the farmer and see what he says. Just so that we've got somewhere. Because
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Well,
you
they
heard
used
it
to.
here first.
Rad used to have a barn.
Yes. And
Yeah.
now
Obviously,
that
it's being
is-
used for the house. and
That's
that
got a
now.
very nice. Yes. Yeah. Not going to say too much, but yeah.
Yeah.
The barn's good.
Yeah, the barn's good.
But yeah.
Well,
It'll be nice to have an indoor spot because as much as street,
or covered. It just needs to be
Yeah.
covered, doesn't it? And
As much-
as
as much as I love riding street, I still want to ride.
It's cold.
Yeah, it is cold, but I still want to ride like a bit more techie style of riding.
That's fine. I'll bring out the Shin Dig snoods for winter again at the right time.
yeah.
Yes.
Because everyone will be wanting them
Yeah.
as well.
Yep.
Shamelessly.
Yeah.
I'll probably still be wearing shorts in the winter, but
Always wearing shorts, Cal.
yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Right, we're at Rad with the Rad family. I mean, Tom Mitchell's here, the Shin Dig crew and all of us. Like, what's that favourite move, Callum, that you really
I
love?
don't actually think I have to say. It's got to be an up to front. Or
Yeah.
any-
No way.
Yeah.
Callum,
I didn't expect
goes
that.
to front.
Nah, it's got to be anything to do with the front wheel, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's got
but
I actually
saying too many nice things about Callum is like I never did that many stuff to front actually until I started
Until
riding more with you,
yeah.
and then being like, oh my god, it feels like that embarrassment factor, being like, what the fuck. What the I
Yeah.
can't do that.
It's just
Like,
like, oh.
and now I've got to go
Yeah,
and do
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And he does surprise me because then he goes, see, Matt, you did it.
Yeah.
Gap to front over there the other day. I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. You're like, you fucking pussy, Matt.
Yeah.
I can do it. And I was like,
Yeah, that's it.
But that's
now
the
you've
way.
got to do it.
That's the way that I like riding. Like all this nice things you say, like, "Oh yeah, you can do that,"
good.
and stuff like.
Next
oh,
time."
you've got that. Like, no, give some abuse. Tell them they're crap
Yeah.
on a bike.
Yeah.
Get up there and do it. Like, I love that. Like,
Yeah.
I love people saying that to me because that
Yeah.
just makes me want to do it.
Get
Like,
up
Yeah,
there.
do it.
I mean, we are it's an explosive sport.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
all about, like,
I feel like, yeah, this isn't golf. Like, you don't need to be silent, like, and break a Kit Kat and then, like,
yes.
but,
Yeah.
like, I don't want to say, obviously, I don't want to be, like, horrible because some people do like it when you're quiet and that's how they ride.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's why the
feel
world's
like,
interesting,
yeah.
because otherwise you wouldn't have
Yeah.
the loud and the quiet. And I think that's why the
there
trials...
needs to be people like us, loud and
Just don't
leery.
push your
Like-
friends too hard so they get really hurt.
Yeah, don't do that.
Know
yeah,
the limits,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we probably
like
should.
the concrete gap at Rad, the R&B. Like, don't tell your friends they can do that because they probably can't.
Yeah.
Should we just like get Andre to do it whilst we're doing a podcast? Like,
Yeah.
Dre, just do the
Yeah.
gap. He is a
like-
dancing monkey sometimes. But like,
Yeah.
come on, do that. It's like, oh, do I have to? I'm like, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Do it for the gram.
Yeah, do it.
Do it for the gram.
No one else is going to do it.
Yeah, I would. I don't want to actually say
Oh.
this because this is coming.
You're like,
this is actually going to be.
I'm gonna. No.
I'd like to do it, or I'd like to just throw myself at it by the end of this year. Whether I do it or not, that's another thing. Even if I throw it at it, yeah, hit my front wheel on the edge of it, and roll down it and die.
Or land in a
I
hook.
tried it.
That's how-
My name is not Charlie Rolls. That's all I'm saying.
But that's what I find. Like, because do you realise that's what when I spoke to Charlie about how I'm doing that, I'm like, dude, that's scary. And he's like, well, you know, if my front brake slips, I'll just land
Go
in a
to
hook.
hook, and he did do
Yeah.
that as well.
And he did coming back.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow. I mean,
He's
this
not
is why you
human.
need
Yeah,
that kind of
like-
fresh, young.
That's
like,
control
say,
on a
guys,
bike.
that-
Like, that's serious. Like,
No, that's
I've
just no fear.
Yeah, that and no fear. But like,
Literally
I
no
tried
fear.
that where you go like to front and then like go down into a hook. It's harder than it looks. It's not easy. Like,
obviously, it just feels like you'll just go like, pop,
yeah,
stop there and be like,
but
well,
you don't.
obviously
You like
not.
go whirly and like.
Yeah, no thanks.
It doesn't sound
Not
like
for
the
me.
sort of move that
No.
I could. I can't stack hook anyway, so we won't even
No.
fathom that.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think?
That was
That was a big old swoop.
I know. What do you think might be the future of radical bikes? And obviously, you spending so much time here, I feel like you might be. Is there anything coming up next year that we need to look forward to? Any events?
Well,
Radfest, obviously.
yeah, Radfest. You can't forget Radfest.
Obviously.
So obviously the rock section never got finished because we just didn't have time. We kept.
Oh, I forgot to ask
I-
that question.
I
I can't remember who
made-
said that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forget
So
about what happened to the rock section, whoever it was, sorry.
yeah, so when I got given the forklift, I made massive ruts in one part of the field, which I shouldn't have done, but I did. It got fixed, and obviously that was right where the rock section was, so we didn't get to finish it. But
It was weather permitting too, right?
yeah,
the
weather
date of
permitting,
finishing
it kept
time.
raining, and we didn't want to ruin the field. Like, what's the point in ruining nice, lovely green grass with a forklift when we can do it when it's dry? Like, and it gives people something excited. That didn't make sense at all, did it? Makes people excited for something new.
Yeah.
But it will be finished and it will be sick. Like, yeah, it'd be good.
Because no one else has done what we want to do. I say
Nah.
we. What you want to do.
Yeah,
with
so
the,
that was Tom's like biggest
Yeah.
thing with the rock section at the back. Tom made a point of that
Yeah.
section is going to be like this, and he basically what he
'Cause no
wants
one
to
else
do
has
is
done it.
no one.
It's actually a lot more work than building half of this
yeah.
because it's like landscaping.
Yeah.
Like you've
Yeah.
got to
It's
be
not
like
easy.
Yeah.
and you
um,
need big run ups and stuff like that. Like it's going to be sort of like anyone that knows trails obviously knows Hookwoods.
yeah.
We're going to try and do it like that, more moto style, like big kicker stuff. Which
Just a bit more of like a
Yeah.
natural section because obviously
Yeah.
right now there aren't any rocks whatsoever. We had
No.
a rock/log section
Yeah,
in
that-
the old build.
Well, we
which
had
didn't
rocks,
get ridden
we
much
had rocks
anyway.
in with
Yeah.
other stuff, whereas this year, Tom said to me, "I don't want rocks in all the other sections.
yeah.
Like, do whatever you want, but don't put rocks in the other section," which we didn't.
They don't do that in UCI anymore now.
No,
They're like, this is
exactly,
a rock
No, yeah.
section.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
UCI sections are just
Yeah. Yeah, they were unreal.
yeah,
I
they're
will
stupid.
the newest ones. And
yeah,
I must say they did probably the best coverage that they've had for quite some time.
yeah.
In
What,
terms of like online.
Shin Dig commentating it.
Maybe. I realise now, a lot of people said that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to just record
Yeah,
over a video of
Yeah.
talking and just be like,
Oh,
there
that'd
you
be
go,
good.
UCI.
Yeah.
have that.
This is what you could have.
So, I don't. Well, it might not work out.
Yeah.
They might be
Yeah.
like, this guy's too much.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, I think I've got this unfathered energy and I'm loud and
Yeah.
expressive, and I may as well just fucking use that. And this is why we kind of
Yeah.
tried to do a bit of this. But so there's still work to be done.
Yeah,
At Rad, the sections.
I still want to. Obviously, we can't take over the whole field, but like, That would be amazing if we could.
Oh,
But
are
I
they going to
still
get
do
pump
want to
tracks
do
back
stuff.
again as well? Because I know.
Yeah, so I don't know much about. Well, I know a little bit, but like,
And plus, you.
I'll let Tom explain that.
Yeah.
If Tom does a podcast.
Yeah, no,
Which he will be doing.
He will be doing another one.
Yeah.
We'll do one.
I'll let
one
him
on
explain
Rad,
that. That's more him.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But yeah, I wanna add some more stuff.
There is still.
Yeah, I
more
want to make
stuff to
some
come.
more. I want to make some more techie stuff, like real skinny beams and things like that. Things that no one's gonna ride. No, yeah. No, just more
Things that we're not gonna ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things that I want to build some more skinny stuff because we
That'll
haven't
be-
got a lot of skinny things, and I feel like putting skinny stuff.
I love a good beam section.
People's riding will. It doesn't even have to be half the floor. Just it'll make people's riding better. Like, at the end of the day, you need balance in trials. Skinnier things is going to make your balance better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like, that'll probably be that. And then I'll probably get Tom to bulldoze the dirt jumps, build more trial sections.
Let's start a petition.
Yeah.
But,
No, I do. I think that's why I love it. It's the only park. Well, I don't know any other park that has trials and dirt
No.
Yeah.
within 50
There
yards
isn't.
of each other.
Yeah.
There isn't.
It's the is this the only in the world?
This is the only place in the UK
Yeah.
with trials,
Can say it.
dirt jumps, a half pipe,
Foam pit.
I want to say.
Resi ramp.
resi and foam
Out-
pit. Nowhere's
Outdoor
the
foam
track.
pit.
Yeah, the track has an outdoor resi
Yeah,
and
so
a
the
foam
track
pit.
is in Cornwall. That's good for Cornwall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it hasn't got trials. So we are the only place with everything. Like
The
you
only
can
other
come in.
place is La Palma.
Yeah, La Palma in Barcelona. That's
I
Yeah.
still haven't been there.
For-
Which is
Yeah.
We're
So
going.
we
We're
haven't.
gonna
So
go.
we're
gonna go,
We're
yeah.
doing
Yeah.
a Shin Dig
so
trip.
I've been Barcelona quite a few times on my jump bike. Always seen the trials section. Never really thought.
Look at
anything
them
of it.
idiots.
Wait, so you
Yeah,
haven't been?
I
have you
did
been
actually-
Barca on your trials bike yet?
Never, but I'm going.
I mean,
so
yeah, you know,
so
We should
little
go.
bit of a secret, but it's not going to
We
be.
should
But
go.
I'm going to film a video either this year or beginning of next year, and I think I'm going to go to Barcelona and have a proper filmer.
Should we just
one of
take
my
Joe,
close friends?
So
if he's
we'll just
not
take Joe
busy.
Simpkins.
Joe
Well,
Simpkins,
that's
yeah.
my plan. I want to try and get
Yeah,
Joe to come
yeah.
with me, and I'll
He's
pay
still,
for him sort of
he's
thing.
still on my to-do list. There's a to-do list. Ask Joe Simpkins to do a
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
Well, obviously Joe rides mountain bike, insane, insane with a camera. But
Yeah, he's really
he,
good on a jump bike. Really good
yeah.
with the camera.
It definitely
Oh,
helps being a
he's-
rider and being a filmer because you know the best angles.
exactly, yeah.
100%.
But like I don't think there's no one else that I'd ever want to film a video with other than him. Like, his videos are
Shout out to Joe Simpkins. Now he's
yeah.
definitely
Joe's-
going to have to listen to this, isn't
he's incredible. Yeah, I
You
hope
might
he
have to do a
listens to
podcast.
it.
Yeah.
You might have to do a podcast.
he? Well, I've got him on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People don't even know that they're on a
Yeah.
list.
yeah. No, he's amazing. Like, if anyone see before Radfest this year, I put out a little video on Instagram to show everyone about the
Oh,
trial section.
that was really good.
Joe filmed that in an hour. I don't know how long it took him to edit, but he sent it to me the next morning to upload. But like, he can make your riding look better than what it is. Like, and I don't know how he does it, but
Cinematic.
yeah, he's
That's what.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason you got an Instagram, Callum.
Yeah, it's all Joe. Yeah.
It's all
yeah.
Joe.
Anything that's not filmed by Joe looks really bad.
Yeah.
And shows my true riding ability. But nah, I want
Well,
to
it's-
film a proper video.
But that's what like you said. That's what's important. The best footage is
Yeah.
always captured by an actual rider who does know
Yeah.
what they're doing
Yeah,
with the camera.
Especially if
as
it's
well.
like someone, so like you say, Joe, for instance, like obviously you've known him for however many years,
Yeah.
and you've ridden for him for however many years. He knows your style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 He knows what's going to look best
knows
for
But
you.
he's I know he wants to film a trials video, but he struggles because it's not. Sorry, he doesn't struggle filming it. It's how quick trials is a very slow sport, obviously, unless you're Charlie and you're a BMX rider on a trials bike and you can just constantly
Zip around.
yeah. everywhere. It is obviously a slow sport.
Yeah,
So
you've got to
it's
use
hard
your
to-
artistic
it's
filming skills.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very hard to make trials look really good on video.
Or fluid. At
Yeah, or
least.
fluid on
Yeah.
video. It's
Yeah.
hard. So, yeah, I want to start filming with him soon. Like, he's a busy man, but I really want to start filming. Yeah, I want to do it.
And if they haven't seen it, go on Radical Bikes. They did Mike Taylor's new video and Cam's new video. Joe did that, didn't
Mike
he?
Taylor, he's doing a podcast, isn't he?
He is. He was meant to be here today.
He's going to be the first unicycle rider.
He'll be the first unicycle, but he was meant to be here today. Sadly, he couldn't make it, but that's fine. We'll reschedule. Absolutely amazing job, and I think that's why Rad have had great coverage because Joe's been.
If you've ever watched a video from Rad, like a Rad Fest video,
Joe,
100% of them are Joe. Yeah, I was trying to think whether they weren't, but then 100% of them are Joe. Yeah. All the rebuild videos, Joe.
Yeah.
But like in trials, tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's anyone actually not a street trials rider, like. We forget about BMXs. No, I'm joking.
No, they're great too.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's anyone that's actually done like a really cinematic video.
Nick Goddard.
No, sorry, not filmer. not filmer. Like riders.
Yeah, no, I understand because the only amount that you can get is someone who makes a video like that is like a professional videographer.
Like I know, Mark Westlake done Charlie's video.
See, but
like that's that didn't have cinematic stuff, did it?
Not a lot.
No.
But that's why I think within trials, it's obviously we make videos, and then far from cinema, we have to try and keep it as raw as possible, just to show we're not media people.
Yeah.
Well, if you watch Toast's videos, just put a dirty drum and bass song to
that's it,
and it works.
Yeah, cut them in the right places.
Yeah, and it works. You don't have to make cinematic, but I just like cinematic. Like I think it looks sick. It's just cool.
Well, it has that professional kind of look to it, I think, and you know, Radical Bikes being like a proper official park, probably, one of the best parks in the country.
Yeah,
in my eyes, obviously. It is,
Well, even on paper, I understand. Maybe we're saying it biasly, but when we're talking about on paper, like, why would it be the best? Well, when we say the word bike, that's quite broad, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, anyone who has a bike, come here.
Yeah.
You've got a road bike.
Anything.
Come here. There's a massive.
Yeah.
There's a huge. Sorry. Yeah. There's a huge roads along here to do that. Get your cup of tea, ride.
It's so welcoming as well here.
Yeah.
Like
dirt jumps.
You can be anyone.
Do that.
Yeah.
Trials Park.
Yeah.
That's why. I think we're not that far off of being one of the best bike parks in the country.
There's literally other bike parks are, like say you got Bike Trial, that is Bike Trial Academy.
Yeah.
And then other bike parks are mountain bike parks.
Other than Derbyshire, obviously you've got Derbyshire
and
as well.
Derby.
Yeah, and obviously they are really good parks, I must say, because they are
different.
They're different. They're built for like UCI riders.
Yeah, so I was at Derbyshire last week for the Faction event, and like the way that I put it is, Derbyshire is a training camp. Bike Trial Academy is a training camp, which is fine. Rad is a playground. You come here and you play on your bike.
I think you hit the nail on the head there,
you don't,
mate.
You don't have to come here and struggle to ride. Whereas I can go to Charlie's Bike Trial or Derbyshire, and I can struggle with my riding. Well, some people don't want to struggle with their riding. Some people just want to turn up, see a flat edge or a cotton reel or a tyre.
Yeah.
Round things.
We love round
things.
Yeah.
No, but you know, this in my eyes is a playground. If I was to go somewhere to train for a competition, which you never know, I might, would be Bike Trial.
What's that? You're going to enter a competition?
I would love to do it. I just like in dirt jump. I can go to a competition.
Did you do any comps when you rode dirt? Then?
Yeah, loads. Like I've
So how come you didn't move any comps on the trials bike? Or?
I don't know.
I don't think there's been any.
Nah. Well, no, that's true.
Well, obviously there have, but
yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's one of those that you ride with a lot of, you ride with, I would say, expert and elite riders.
Yeah.
But for him to enter, he wants to ride with those riders.
Yeah. But for me, like dirt jumps, I could literally enter a comp and be perfectly fine in myself. Whereas like trials, I go and do like a blue route at Charlie's, and like. I start falling off of a rock that's like a foot off the ground.
Mate, I remember now, to be fair, the comp at Charlie's, he was going through green gates, white gates, he was going through all different gates, going backwards through gates.
Yeah, like the gate thing, that was obviously my first one, and I didn't really understand where to go.
That's confusing though.
Yeah, I didn't really understand where to go, but which is fine. But like, I don't know, I get all like flustered in a trials comp, whereas a dirt jump comp, I never got flustered. Like, I'd just do what I could do, and that'd be it. But yeah, I'd like to enter some comps. Maybe go abroad.
I know it's kind of weird because I always feel like when you do a comp, there's like so many eyes on you because they're trying the observers, right? They're not looking for you to do anything impressive. This is what I find strange. They're actually looking for you to make a mistake.
Yes.
Whereas in dirt jumping, you need to impress them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's
so
that mindset's so different because I'm like, oh, he's watching me till I fuck up. When you're kind of like, the dirt jump's like, he's watching me. I need to impress this guy. I need to impress this guy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you mess up.
Yeah. So like in dirt jump in a competition, I can't remember 100%. I might be wrong in some of this, but like in a dirt jump comp, you're judged on like amplitude, which is obviously your height, trick difficulty, style. So the style in your trick sort of thing.
Yeah.
Execution.
Yeah. So like, I judged an open comp for Dirt Wars UK, like ages ago, and judging is not as easy as people think it is. Like I feel sorry for judges sometimes because it's not.
Oh,
easy.
mate.
It's so hard.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
would
Like you
not.
write it down on a paper and you have to look at the person next to you because you're like, have I judged this person too low or too high? And like it's hard. Like you do.
Because everyone's got their opinion afterwards.
Yeah,
They go,
exactly,
what the fuck? You give me a 6. You're like, well, yeah, because I judged you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I've
But
done
like
my
you get
job.
some people like if a rider judges a rider, it's hard because that rider could sit there and be like, I don't like bar spins, and then some kid for a bar spin, for anyone that doesn't know, is obviously where your bars turn around 360 degrees.
Yeah.
But like if you used to do a bar spin, that rider that's judging you might not like bar spins, and he's like, well, I'm going to judge him down now. And it's like,
I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah,
If
it's
you're like,
like-
they're well easy,
and
I
it's
can
a
do
thing.
them.
It happens, and like you can't do that. You need to just judge them on the difficulty of what they're doing. But like,
That's why, like, I guess.
Going back to like the beefing as well. If you don't like that person, they're obviously
yeah,
gonna
and
get,
that's
like, a
another
lower
thing.
score.
Bias, like when.
It doesn't matter with trials
Yeah,
because it's like you put your foot down. I'm giving you
Exactly.
that one.
Whereas-
there you go. You got through the game. I'm
Yeah.
giving you and the term style is all to do with opinion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Because like when you wear clothes, that's a type of style. I don't like that style.
I'm gonna be hated right now by some people.
But
like, yeah, like the clothing makes your style. Like
See,
this.
I
This
thought
is so horrible, but like,
Power Rangers.
no, I can't say that.
No,
like, but your clothing does.
your image.
Yeah, your image of your look on a bike definitely makes your riding look different. Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine putting Charlie in Jitsi clothing? Like, in my eyes, his riding wouldn't look as good as it is.
That's an interesting
Like,
thought.
it's different.
That's
Like,
an
I couldn't
interesting
imagine
thought,
myself
yeah.
wearing like an actual kit. Sorry, we won't just say the Jitsi outfit.
No,
We'll
we
say
can
just a
let's not
just a
penalise
general
Jitsi.
kit.
Yeah.
Like makes you look different to you're just a general person sort of thing. Like skate, like any sport, the way you dress, I feel like makes your.
It's very interesting that you say that actually, because when Martin Hawes will be out
Yeah.
after this, and he said that's what Trials is missing.
Yes.
An official uniform. Yes,
Yeah.
it doesn't. We don't want to
But
repeat
the
myself
uniform
too much.
doesn't have to be horrible. It doesn't. It
Exactly.
Can be a general.
The uniform doesn't need to
Nah.
be go Power Rangers.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you can still. I'm working on a Shin Dig one right
Yeah.
now. That is very similar to our sports one.
Yeah.
But the only thing that's good about it is that the big is just one massive red line down
Yeah,
the
yeah,
back.
yeah.
People are like,
Yeah.
well, less is more.
Yeah,
is my
exactly.
view.
That's. I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
With whatever you do, less is more. Like, it'll be like I never used to like wearing like big logos and stuff like that
Yeah.
because I feel like it just.
Yeah.
No, it just changes.
Takes it away from you.
Yeah,
You don't put a
I
bumper
like-
sticker on a
I like
Ferrari,
small,
do you?
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to make your. You don't need to put a massive logo on something to make yourself out there. Like, at the end of the day, it's what you do on a bike, sort of thing. And I feel like if you just wear like black shorts, black t-shirt, you'll look better.
They're going to look at your bike.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
They're not going to look at you.
Yeah,
That's what I always say. You know.
Yeah, people are looking at your
bike. You've got a
Yeah.
bright helmet. They go,
Yeah.
God, that's a helmet. It catches their eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
It
people now being
blinds
like, you've got a
them.
new helmet, Matt. I'm like, well, obviously, because it's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I definitely think image, the way you look, definitely changes the way you look on a bike. Definitely. I may be wrong.
Well,
Tell me if I'm
people,
wrong, please.
people.
Yeah.
We were talking
No
about
matter what,
judging
people
in
are-
like competitions.
You know what, actually?
But it means it's so people judge you too.
Yeah.
You know, all the gear, no idea comes into play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually had a conversation with someone last night. Sean Goddard.
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 He's made it into the podcast.
Yeah, I
again.
actually had a conversation with him last night, and there's a video of me riding across a bridge. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh yeah, you should go and check that out. There is it actually went viral, didn't it? That was probably one of your
Yeah,
most
Essex
viral
Live.
clips. If you go on Callum's
actually is,
Instagram, or even go to Essex
Yeah, go to
Live,
Essex Live and it's on their news.
Facebook. Callum rides along a handrail on a
Yeah.
bridge in the town.
No, city. Chelmsford's a city.
Chelmsford's a city.
Yeah.
City. Because
Why? Because it's got a Morrison's and a train station.
But Essex Live. I think they emailed or messaged Tom.
It was probably bang on a year ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah, actually was. Yeah, yesterday was a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mad.
they emailed or messaged Tom and said, "Can we share this?" So Tom basically messaged me and said they want to share it.
Don't want to share it. Yeah.
So I sent the thing to Tom to tell him to write, sort of thing.
yeah.
But yeah, so they uploaded that, and I think it was like, I don't know how many. I think it might be 30k views, but like there's like 160 comments or something, and I'm pretty sure if you're not even my friends done negative comments because everyone else was doing negative comments, so they just carried it on, which I don't really care. Like that don't get
That's
to me.
good. That means you've made
Yeah.
it. So,
But like,
Yeah.
yeah, so out of like 160 or whatever comments, I'm pretty sure like 90% of them were negative. Like people calling me a drug addict, jobless, stupid, all these things, right? So for me, I don't care about that.
No.
Like, hate on me as much as you want. You're just going to make me want to do something else,
Yeah.
which I am going to do on that exact bridge. And it will be done at some point. But like, yeah, anyway, I had a conversation with Sean yesterday, and it was about another rider whose video went viral, and they struggled a bit more with the hate comments. But like, I feel like whatever you do in life, people are going to hate on you, no matter what. And the reason they're hating on you is because you're doing something and you're good at it. Like, and if they're hating on you for another reason, it's probably because they can't do it or they have nothing better.
oh
to
yeah,
do.
the only people that complain about the podcast are people who have no fucking clue how to do it.
Exactly.
Or tell me, Matt, you should have done this, you should have
Yeah.
done that. I go, well, I'm doing it like this.
Yeah.
I'm doing it this way. It's my thing.
Exactly. I reposted the video yesterday, and I was
Either
like,
do it yourself.
Yeah, but that's
Or-
what I said. When people were like, oh, you could do it that way, that would be really well. That would take a lot more time. Do you want to do it?
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, I'm not being paid. Do you want to do it?
Yeah. Like, people
Yeah.
don't realise how much time these things take. But, like, yeah, I reposted it yesterday, and I was like, can people, like, put some more negative comments on this? But anyone that wrote a negative comment, I just wrote underneath, like, please follow me on Instagram, and then just left my Instagram name.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
just
care.
shamelessly plugging.
Yeah, I don't care. A drug addict. If I was a drug addict, I wouldn't be
It
riding
means
across
you've
the
made
bridge
it,
for a
mate.
start.
Again, I now take it into consideration that if I'm not getting people complaining about what I'm doing, and not enough people are seeing it.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
what now
Exactly,
goes on
yeah.
in my head.
Yeah.
If it's all positive, like some of the posts, I'm like, why is no
You're
one
doing
moaning
something
about
wrong.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough people have seen it. So, to me now, I gauge that as success. That sounds
Yeah.
really strange,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
think it's healthy because
Yeah.
you see all those negative comments going, yeah, mate, I've made it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've made it.
One other thing as well, like, this is a bit off of that subject, to be fair, but like, about like the whole build of Rad and things, and like Rad Fest and stuff like this. People think like the building thing of it. It's like, oh, he's worked so hard doing the building. Like they've worked so hard building the jumps and things like that. People don't understand what happens other than the building. Like, if Molly Mitchell, sorry, I've just called you Molly. I feel really bad now. Mole,
Yeah.
if Mole was not at Rad, none of this would happen. Like, Radfest would not happen. Rad probably wouldn't be here now because Tom's obviously been left in charge and Mole have been left in charge. If Mole weren't here, Tom would probably turn it into
Neither of them,
massive...
they needed each other.
Yeah,
I mean that in the best way possible.
100%.
Yeah.
But like
They needed each other.
Mole does so much behind the scenes that people don't realise are actually the harder things. Like,
well, she's having meetings
it's-
online, isn't she,
exactly,
for events
like-
next year? I know we can't say anything yet, but there's things that are going to be
Yeah,
happening
yeah.
next year. Really big official events
Yeah.
going on in
Yeah.
there, and there's
even though she was well eager to like try and get involved, but it's hard. Like, when you know how to do something, or when you know how to do something, and you know that you can just do it in 5 minutes, it's hard to then like say to someone like teach them how to do it, because it's like, oh well, I could have done it in 5 minutes, so why would I teach you, sort of thing. As much as that sounds horrible.
no, it's
But, like-
counterproductive, because if you go, just leave that
Yeah.
to me. Andre
But
is
that is
exactly
what I was
that.
doing, yeah.
I'll try and help him set up the rig, and he
100%.
goes,
Just leave it to me.
just leave it.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
but that is like Mole. Like, she'd always be like, Callum, can I do something? Can I be like, nah, don't worry about it, just sit down. And she'd get really angry about it, like, 'cause she wants to help. But it's like, Mole, you do so much, you don't need to help. Just sit down, chill. Even though she doesn't like that, she
Yeah.
does not like
What
you.
was it? The first time she came to my house,
Oh
started
my
cleaning
God.
my
Oh,
kitchen.
wow, yeah.
Oh man.
Shout out to Molly. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is a nice guy.
There
Oh,
was-
that's a bit dirty.
There was a speck of dust on the hob. She's like, nah, I've got to clean it.
But yeah,
No,
but
no,
Mole
no.
is literally, well,
Yeah,
in my
massive
eyes,
shout
if
out
Mole
to-
wasn't here, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, massive shout out to
I'd
Mole
probably
and
be like hanging out outside McDonald's, or like
On
Tom. No,
drugs.
you'd just be in a
yeah,
car park
on,
with your
on
car.
drugs, obviously, yeah, or in a car park.
You're just
with,
probably in car
with
park
my car
with your car, like, well,
Yeah,
should we go to another
just
car park?
like, yeah,
Next McDonald's?
yeah. Oh, mate.
No, mate. No, I think that was I'm glad we covered that a little bit,
Yeah.
because I think they can go under the radar, and people think that rad just happens when
Yeah.
they both have other full-time jobs. They both
Yeah.
have other ways of earning their money. This is not
Yeah,
their
it's not
income.
a job.
No.
Yeah.
But I think all of us want it to be one day, and I believe it will.
I
be.
would-
And
Yeah.
there's a lot of new things to come with
There's
Rad.
a lot of big plans.
It's only just
yeah.
been, there's a lot of big plans. We can't, obviously, until they're actually all confirmed. So I can only tell everyone that's actually listening that, yeah, watch the space. Because
Yeah, Rad's gonna make movements.
things is
Definitely.
gonna
Yeah.
happen, you
Yeah.
know, and there'll be other bits to
Yeah.
visit and see. I won't say too much, but mate, what have you got a message for all of the rest of the trials riders out there? Because we won't keep you too much longer. I think we'll blabber on forever.
We've done decent, yeah.
We could actually blabber on.
We probably
Yeah.
could.
We
We
could
prob-
probably just sit here and
I
do
think
like
anyone
Wink's
could.
podcast.
I'm,
yeah.
I'm
Anyone could.
terrible,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah, I'm sure
Um,
someone's whoever's listening right now, they must have listened to the whole thing. So thank you.
Yeah.
Have you got a message for anybody there, Cal,
Just
or
like-
or anybody you'd like to see on the podcast? You want to call out?
Oh. I'm gonna go.
He's thinking.
Yeah.
He's thinking.
Well,
Thinking.
obviously, Mike Taylor's gonna be on the.
Yeah, he
Actually,
will.
no. I'm not gonna say who I was gonna say, because Mike Taylor will probably say that. So I'll leave that one. I'll let Mike Taylor say that.
Okay,
Do you
good.
know what? I know, obviously.
You just need to drop someone
I
in
actually
it.
want
Drop
someone.
them in
yeah,
it.
like,
yeah, I
who
know.
do I-
You're given an opportunity. What? Who do you spend? Who have you got a good relationship with that doesn't ride a trials bike? Who has a blue bike? I'm trying to just give you the name now.
Yeah.
He comes and rides
I
here.
I know who you're saying, but like,
He's like, nah, don't want to.
yeah, nah, screw that kid. Yeah, you know what? Like, yeah, to see like Cameron Crozier
Yeah.
and then move over to the MTB scene, because that's. Oh, we're just gonna keep going, but that is another
This
thing.
is-
Like,
no, this is
to
kind
get
of why.
trials riders and mountain bike riders, because any discipline in bikes, no one really rides together. And I know it's hard to ride with a dirt jumper and stuff like that, but like, for a dirt jumper to understand trials and for trials riders to understand dirt jumps, you need someone to talk about it. So for
This is what I wanna try and
for
do.
dirt jumpers to listen in on this would be cool. I'd like.
It's
I'd
what
like
I
that.
think, and I know that this is a starting point. You were a dirt jumper, and
Yeah.
I wanted to go into like the dirt jump comps, and because I don't know, I
Nah.
need to educate
Yeah.
myself. There must be
I
trials
would
riders here.
love, Cam to go on there, and I would like to interview him.
Oh
with
yeah,
you. That
yeah.
would be good. Yeah, because
I think we need to make
would
that
be good.
happen. We've said it here. I just like to make my guests requests.
Yeah,
doable, and that is 100% on the list.
Yeah.
So
I definitely
Cam
think
might
he'd
not
do
listen
it
to
as well.
this.
I think
Maybe he
would do
will.
it. I hope he'd listen to it because it's me. If he doesn't listen, if he don't listen to it, then our friendship's gone.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to listen to all of it, but a little bit. Of it at least.
I'd love to hear from Cam too. He's a great Dutch rider, and he's part of the the
And he's
riding
young.
rad regularly.
He's young and he's
got a lot to
good.
go. So good shout, mate.
Yeah,
and
definitely
Cam, we're
yeah.
coming for you. So this has been a nice, interesting taster
Different.
from in here.
Change of scenery.
I know one thing.
It
that
looks
you
like
didn't
it's all
actually ask
recorded.
me.
What was your worst shindig, Callum?
Oh
Shit, we didn't ask him.
what?
How did?
Right, so in
Yeah, we'll finish off with
so
this one.
jump
Go on.
bikes, I didn't have any because I rode with pads. I've actually, I'd say I don't even know.
Yeah, the one in London.
I was
week.
going to say
the
one
one
in
in-
London
yeah,
the
the one
other
in-
week.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was quite
That
bad.
was quite brutal.
So if anyone
that
wants to
was
see
actually
it,
quite bad.
that might be one of your worst. You can go to.
It's not Shindig, but the nail was pretty bad as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, actually, that was
the nail was
savage.
quite bad. That's one thing I will tell people. If there is a nail sticking out and you're about 50 metres away from a hammer, go and get the hammer.
Yeah.
Don't try and break it with your foot
I'll
because
be
you end
honest.
up in hospital.
You went 3 months with building rad,
Yep, and I didn't hurt
and you
myself.
didn't hurt yourself.
Nope. And then what was it?
We
It
were
was
open
the
for 2
ride,
weeks.
wasn't it?
No, 2 or 3 weeks.
It was the ride. There was a second ride, wasn't there? It was a. Yeah, everyone come and rode
Was it
on
the
that
opening
Sunday.
weekend? I honestly
I
think
think
it was.
so,
It was the
the
opening
weekend.
Yeah, and it was the Sunday, and I got up here, right, and I was like, right, I'll double check. I know that the rail is a little bit bouncy. I'll put a screw in, then it's done. Other than that, I didn't have to do nothing. And then, the screw was sticking out slightly, so I tried breaking it with my foot. I broke the first one, and it broke, and I was like, the second one will be fine. Broke that, and it sliced through my trainer, through the bottoms of the trainer, all the way up the side. Yeah, put me in hospital. But it was like one layer of skin away from the ligaments, which would have put me out of
Riding for a long time.
months and months and months.
There's the moral. I just found that absolutely.
So, don't do
That's
that.
why it was hilarious. All those months of building,
Yeah.
Callum didn't hurt himself
And
at
then
all.
what-
And then we opened
And I
the
missed
weekend.
the ride. I missed the best dry ride with everyone.
There's
Yeah.
there's going to be there's a video actually out now on our
there is,
YouTube.
yeah.
You can go and watch
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah, and big up to Molly because she sat in the car park of the
A
hospital.
wild
for,
Andre Burton.
hello there.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're just closing up. I was a good time for us to say, actually, thanks very much
thank
to
you,
Mr.
yeah.
Andre Burton for giving us his van for this
Yeah.
beautiful
Lounge.
studio.
Lounge.
I feel like
It's actually quite a
now.
nice studio.
I
But
feel like
thanks
now
to
I want
Mol.
to
Thanks to
and
Mol
thanks
for
to
sitting
Mol.
in the
Sitting into
sitting
the
in the flipping hospital car park for 4 hours.
and come and say hello. Yeah, we're just saying goodbye to
can you
just
get
saying
out,
goodbye
please?
to Callum now. There's a little message here, something like that. There's
Oh.
we can't put that on camera, maybe not. Well, thanks for listening. If you got this far, thanks very much.
Yeah.
We're the Shindig Podcast. I'm Matt Pingelly.
Chris Jackson.
Chris Jackson, that was
Callum Sherwood.
Sherwood.
Peace out.
And Dre just.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Yeah, we'll I hope this all went really nicely.
Yeah. Sweet.
We'll see you again next week.
Yeah. At Radical Bikes.
Yeah, come round.
No, 2 weeks. 24th.
24. Wait, it's the 24th because we don't know when this is coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so
Yeah,
professional.
that's it.
Yeah, we're good.
Right, love
We're
you
good
all.
at this.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Bye
Sweet. Bye, 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 bye.
bye.